Hello everyone. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then subscribe to this channel. Rosa Parks is frequently called the mother of the social equality movement because of her essential role in igniting the battle against racial isolation in the U.S. Her act of resistance on a Montgomery bus in 1955 inspired a nationwide movement to end racial discrimination and establish equal rights for all Americans. This article explores her life, achievements, and lasting impact on American history. Early life and influences. Rosa Louise McCauley was born on February 4, 1913, in Tuskegee, Alabama. She was the daughter of James and Leona McCauley. Her parents separated when she was young, and Rosa and her younger brother, Sylvester, were raised by their mother and maternal grandparents in Pine Level, Alabama. The family lived on a small farm and were deeply religious, attending the African Methodist Episcopal Church. Growing up in the segregated South, Rosa Parks experienced the harsh realities of racial discrimination from an early age. Schools, public facilities, and transportation were all segregated, with African Americans often receiving inferior services. Despite these challenges, her mother instilled in her the importance of education. Rosa attended the Montgomery Industrial School for Girls, a private school run by Northern women, which emphasized self-worth and equality. The influence of her family, especially her grandparents, who were advocates for racial justice, played a significant role in shaping Rosa's worldview. Her grandfather, Sylvester Edwards, was a supporter of Marcus Garvey and often discussed issues of racial injustice with his family. These discussions, along with her experiences of segregation, would fuel Rosa's determination to fight for civil rights. Marriage and activism. In 1932, Rosa married Raymond Parks, a barber and a member of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP. Raymond was an active advocate for racial justice, and together, they became involved in the civil rights movement. Rosa joined the NAACP in 1943, becoming the secretary of the Montgomery chapter. In this role, she worked alongside local leaders to fight racial injustice, focusing on issues such as voter registration and legal assistance for African Americans who were victims of racial violence. During this time, Parks worked as a seamstress at a department store in Montgomery. Despite her demanding job, she remained committed to her activism, often attending NAACP meetings and volunteering her time to support the organization's initiatives. The bus boycott and civil disobedience. On December 1, 1955, Rosa Parks made history with an act of civil disobedience that would spark the Montgomery bus boycott, a crucial event in the civil rights movement. On that day, she boarded a city bus in Montgomery and sat in the colored section. As the bus filled up, the driver ordered Parks and 3 other African American passengers to give up their seats to white passengers. While the others complied, Parks refused to move, leading to her arrest for violating the city's segregation laws. Parks later explained her decision to resist, saying, "I was tired of giving in." Her arrest galvanized the African American community in Montgomery and led to the formation of the Montgomery Improvement Association, MIA, which organized a boycott of the city's buses. The boycott was led by a young minister named Martin Luther King Jr., who would become a central figure in the civil rights movement. The Montgomery bus boycott lasted for 381 days, during which African Americans refused to use the city's buses, opting instead for carpools, walking, or other forms of transportation. The boycott had a significant impact on the city's transit system and brought national attention to the civil rights struggle. In 1956, the Supreme Court ruled that bus segregation was unconstitutional, marking a major victory for the movement. Continuing the fight for civil rights, Rosa Parks' role in the Montgomery bus boycott made her an icon of the civil rights movement, but it also brought challenges. She and her husband faced harassment and threats, and Parks lost her job due to her activism. In 1957, they moved to Detroit, Michigan, seeking better opportunities and continuing their work for civil rights. In Detroit, Parks worked for Congressman John Conyers as a secretary and receptionist, a position she held for over 20 years. She remained actively involved in the civil rights movement, participating in numerous demonstrations and advocating for issues such as housing, education, and economic equality. Parks also co-founded the Rosa and Raymond Parks Institute for Self-Development in 1987, which aimed to educate young people about civil rights and empower them to pursue their dreams. The organization offers programs such as the Pathways to Freedom, which takes young people on educational tours to significant sites in civil rights history. Legacy and honors: Rosa Parks' courageous act and lifelong dedication to civil rights have left a profound legacy. Her refusal to give up her seat on the bus became a symbol of the struggle for racial equality and inspired generations of activists to continue the fight for justice. Parks received numerous honors and awards throughout her life, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1996 and the Congressional Gold Medal in 1999. Her contributions to American history were further recognized in 2005 when she became the first woman to lie in honor in the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. Rosa Parks' impact extends beyond her individual achievements. She is remembered as a symbol of pride and resistance, her story taught in schools and commemorated in various ways. Parks' legacy is preserved in museums, monuments, and institutions that celebrate her life and contributions to the civil rights movement. Rosa Parks' life is a testament to the power of courage, determination, and the fight for justice. Her act of defiance on a Montgomery bus ignited a movement that changed the nation and inspired the pursuit of civil rights and justice. Parks' legacy continues to resonate, reminding us of the importance of standing up to injustice and advocating for a more equitable society. Her story serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration, encouraging future generations to carry forward the fight for freedom and equality. Thank you for watching.